This afternoon the staff are netting this pond. This pond contains fish that were highlighted as potential male parent fish, and they're now being brought in and they'll be put in a pond where later, when Yos returns to the farm after Easter, they'll be sorted through, and Yos will decide which ones may or may not be used as male parents. So hopefully we'll preempt that a little bit this afternoon, and we'll be able to pick out some fish which are fish that I think are likely candidates. So here are three of the fish that have just come out of the pond. One, obviously a shower, large Deutz, Chagoi, maybe Ochiba, and this red Ochiba, yeah. And this one here, Yossi's red Ochiba, which he spoke about earlier, unfortunately, which is now spoiling our nice clean water, blowing blood out of its gills. So this one, Papa. Yeah. So I have no doubt that this is the kind of fish, if we look closely at her, that Yos will be looking for. You can see, if you think Deutz Kahaku, as Yos spoke about earlier, you can see the coloration on the head and the underlying colour on the skin of this fish, which is what demonstrates it's from the red Ochiba line. Big fish. Also, so three interesting fish to come out of this pond, and fish that very possibly are going to go into the breeding program here, I would think. So we'll move these three out and have a look at some of the other fish which have come in. Well, now I've got three more very interesting fish in the bowl. The first fish at the beginning, I think maybe Deutz Kahaku. Shusui, large Shusui female. And this is beautiful. Beautiful. Kind of Beni Kikokuryu, it's got a tiny bit of red on it, but scalation on that fish is absolutely stunning. Really superb fish. With it, Papa? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, male fish, pretty sure. But I'd like to be taking him home. Look closely at the scalation on the back there. Really beautiful. Just a little bit of red on the gill cover there. Fantastic fish. No question, I would think that will be somewhere in Yossi's plans as a male parent fish. Oh, it's pretty big. I know Yos doesn't really like using big males. This bowl's 70, 80? 80. Yeah, so 80 centimetre bowl. So that's got to be a good 75 centimetres, I would think. 70, 75. But very interesting. This is another pond being pulled. Again, more potential parent fish in this pond. No idea what's really in here, so we'll see once it gets in. Last pond was a pleasant surprise, I have to say. Here, very nice selection of metallic fish, apart from one of them, which is non-metallic. Kikokuryu here, very nice. This Beni Kikokuryu male fish, absolutely beautiful. And again, this one, shine on the skin. Absolutely superb. This Deutz metallic Ochiba? No. Not sure how Yos was going to categorise this. Whether it's Kikokuryu Yeah, Kikokuryu. But the shine on them absolutely superb. Yeah, this one, for example, yeah, unfortunately, only has 2 Beni patches on it. But yeah, that's the frustration of breeding sometimes. The what ifs. If only that had more of a Beni pattern, because you see the way the white encircles the Beni on the side there. Scalation, very beautiful on the back, on the dorsal ridge, but quite beautiful bowl of koi. We'll put these 2 koi in the bowl now. They've got a rough similarity, I guess, which is why I put them in the bowl together, but quite different really. One on the left hand side as you look now, large red Ochiba, one of Yossi's creations, is still a work in progress. And the one on the right hand side, not entirely sure where it would have come from, but the very strong, intense red coloration. The makings of Goromo scales on the back. So whether this is Beni Kikokuryu, only Yos would know what this has come out of. And he's not here at the moment, so we'll have to guess. But 2 koi, given the size, I know speaking to Yos earlier, the red Ochiba, Deutsch red Ochiba, is very important in terms of getting size into some of the other varieties, the Deutsch and metallic varieties. And this large example, one would think, is one that will be very much involved in that process. But very interesting speaking to Jos about the aims and the goals for what he's trying to do with these varieties. And certainly these are 2 which I would think very much feature highly within his breeding program. Very much a mixed bowl here. The koi at the top is a koi that I think is probably the fish that Ernest was trying to find to show me in the mud pond a couple of days ago. A fish that he sort of described as a Goshiki Asagi kind of cross, and I can see what he meant by that. An unusual, unique koi for sure. Small mouth shower on the right hand side. Lots and lots of quality to it, and I can understand fully it's the sort of fish that Jos will be wanting to use in the breeding program. I spoke earlier in the video when we looked at the fish in the large pond, the other potential parent fish. You're talking about Sekiguchi cross and Dainichi cross, wanting Sekiguchi shower, Sumi rather, on his shower, and that is really beautiful Sumi there on the shoulder. Very nice fish, considering it's been just come out of the mud pond. The white and everything, very nice. And finally, we looked earlier at one of the female Ginrin Shirat series. This, whether it was put out as possibly a male or not, I'm sure, but I think it's pretty much female. But excellent Ginrin scalation on it. Strong Sumi where it falls as well. So 3 more interesting fish here at Yoshikigoi. All that potentially have been raised or raised as potential parents. As to whether they get used or not, as I say, Jos will make that decision once he returns to the farm and the breeding program starts again in earnest in a couple of weeks' time. But we'll get these back into tank and then into tank on the truck, and then they'll go inside to rest after the harvest.